Hello dear students, today we will discuss about Indian polity. First, before we dive into the topic, let me explain to you the difference between political science and polity. Political science in a sense is a theory of administration. All theories related to the administration of a population can be found in political science. In essence, what we study in political science is how do we govern a region or how do we administrate a region. Whereas polity is the study of the structure of an administration, its institutions and the functioning of these institutions. So, in a sense, both of them cannot exist without each other. Without a political theory, there is no polity. So, for example, let us take a region or a state. A state, three essential requirements for a region to be called as a state is population, administrative head and a definite boundary. Every state, every country in this world has these three essential ingredients. That means they have a population and they have an administrative setup to administer this population, and they have a definite boundary to which the administrative head holds its sovereignty. Now, India is a unique country in the sense we are a heaven of diversity. There are a lot of languages, lot of culture, lot of ethnic identities within India. Therefore, the Indian constitution, in my opinion, is probably the best written political document till date. So, Indian polity, as we say, is nothing but the Constitution of India. Anything and everything mentioned within the constitution is the part of Indian polity, because the Constitution of India is the document that gives the structure to the administration within the country. Anything that is not a part of the Indian constitution is not related to Indian polity. So, before we discuss the Constitution of India, we will discuss the preamble. Now, what is a preamble? In a loose sense, we can call it as an interface. When those people who are into reading books, you have a page before the beginning of the story which gives you the summary of what is to be expected within the book. In the similar sense, the preamble is a gist of the constitution. It provides for the aspirations of the lawmakers and the political structure within the country. Now, let me read to you the Constitution of India preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. This by these words we get to know the political setup of our country. We get to know the nature of our country, and to secure to all of its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. When we look at this part of the preamble, we get to know the aspirations of the lawmakers. We get to know what the lawmakers of in our country aspire to bring about within our country. First, let us begin by discussing what is sovereignty. See, sovereignty, for any state to exist, there are three essential things: a population, a boundary, and an administrative head. Now let us say this is a country A. Country A has a definite boundary and its population, and it has an administrative head. For our example, let us take the Prime Minister. Not all countries in the world have a Prime Minister. Where some countries follow some different type of administrative setup. Now what is the meaning of sovereignty? Within this country, any region of this country you take, it might be here or here, wherever you go, when we ask who is the administrative head, who does this country belongs to, who is responsible for the administration, or with whom the power lies, it will be a simple answer: the PM or the government present within this region. So sovereignty in a sense means it dictates the path of power. It tells you who is holding power within the state. Now next, we have another term called secular. Secular. It means there are two dynamics in play here. One is faith, that is religion, and administration. Secularism means the faith will not interfere in the administration of a country, and the administration also will not interfere in the religion of our country. This is a strict sense of secularism that you can find in the Western world. In places such as France, you are free to follow your religion, but it is only within the confines of your house. You want to bring out a celebration, you want to wear your religious clothes or do any festivals, you can do it, but within the confines of your house and not in public areas. But India, being a unique country thanks to its diversity, has a unique form of secularism that you will not find anywhere else in the world. The type of secularism found in India is called principle distanced secularism. In this type of secularism, it means that the country India in itself has no state religion. The country has no official religion per se. It is an amalgamation of all the religions and all the ethnic attributes present within our country. Indian secularism, the administration or the judiciary can interfere within the religious norms. This is obviously this will be done in a sensitive manner, and there is no single state religion, no religion of the country per se. So this is Indian secularism. Now next we have socialist. In India, you are free to profess your religion. That means you can celebrate all your festivals in public areas. You can adorn your religious clothes in public areas. Socialist is a type of governance which the aim of the administration should be redistribution of wealth. It is an anti-capitalistic theory which says the state or the administration should make sure that the wealth of the country is redistributed amongst all of its citizens. You might be hearing of a lot of welfare schemes. every government, including the union and the state, comes up with welfare schemes to promote and uplift the marginalized sector of our country. The most beautiful example could be Narega, which provides MG Narega, which provides rural employment guarantee, or it can be food, the rationalization of food, PDS system, public distribution system, in which the government provides food to people in a subsidized manner. So, the objective of a socialist state is tax collection. The wealthy will be subjected to tax, and these taxes should be used in the welfare of the rest of the citizens. So, here the state should will take active part in maintaining the financial stability or economic equality within the country. Now, next we have democratic. There are two types of democracy. We all know democracy derives its power from the population of a country. There are two types, direct and indirect. Countries where the population is small or optimal enough to have direct democracy are Switzerland, etc., where each and every single citizen of the country is an active legislature. That means every single citizen has a place within the parliament where they can voice their opinions or ask for different laws and regulations, etc. In India, we follow indirect democracy. Since the population of the country is so huge and it is simply illogical to have a direct democracy in the country, we follow a system of indirect democracy. Here we have constituencies. The region, the country is divided based on its population into various constituencies, and from each constituency a leader is elected through first past the post system. Whoever gets the majority vote within this constituency will become the member of the parliament. Now, it is the job of this elected representative to represent the voices and the opinions of her or his entire constituency. Now, this is a brief explanation of how democracy in India works. India is also a popularistic democracy. Popularist democracy means the most popular candidate. There are three parties, X, Y, Z, who have fielded contestants for the election. Within a constituency, say alpha. Alpha is the constituency, X, Y and Z are its candidates. Here, whoever garners the most votes, who has the highest majority of votes, who among them is more popular, becomes the member of the parliament. Therefore, in a sense, India is a popularistic democracy. Now, next we will try to study what republic means. Republic states that the head of the administration within the country, in India, for example, the Prime Minister of the country, the President, and if we go to the states, the Chief Ministers, all these positions are filled via elections. Elections are essential for a republic state. It means the President, the Prime Minister or the CM or any head of the administration is not simply being given the post. This person has to qualify through elections. That means the people of the country have to elect this person into this position, whereas in countries such as UK, you will find the monarch being the administrative head. Till now it was the queen, now it is the king who is the head of the administrative setup on paper. So, a republic is essentially the head of the administrative setup, or the head of the political head of the country is being selected by elections. Let me tell you about a country called DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or most popularly called as North Korea. We all speak about North Korea as a dictatorship, telling Kim Jong-un is a dictator who is following in the footsteps of his grandfather, father and so on. But the reason why they claim they are a democratic people's republic is because every year elections do happen within North Korea, where there is only one person who is contesting for the post and only one person who will win the post. Whereas in India, we have several parties who are contesting for election. Now let us understand what justice, liberty, equality and fraternity mean. The Indian Constitution provides for justice, which is social, economic and political in nature. This is the trifecta of well-being or development. Social status, economic welfare and political representation are given to you, to all the citizens of India by default through the Constitution of India. Equality in social status, one person will be treated the same way as we treat everyone. The law is equal to everyone. Therefore, we have a sense of social justice. If today the country makes a law, it will make a law that will be abiding to all the citizens of the country. Next is economic welfare. Justice. Now, how will you provide economic justice in our country? We have a set of principles called as directive principles of state policy, where the objective of these ideals is to promote the redistribution of wealth. Here economic justice means there is no restriction. All the legal activities which are written within the Constitution, anyone can perform these legal activities. That means anyone can set up a business, anyone who have the required qualifications can become a representative, anyone with the required qualifications can become can fill up all the various posts within the country. Now, political justice is there is no marginalization. Any person within the country can stand for elections. There will be no discrimination based on caste, creed, color, gender, sex, etc. So, anyone and everyone who is a citizen of our country has the right to represent their ideas. Now, next, liberty. This entire idea can be seen in Article 19, which states there is a freedom of speech and expression. In India, you are free to think, and whatever you have thought, you have the freedom to express it in front of the masses. You have the freedom to believe. You can believe any religion, any idea, any cult, etc. There is no problem. You can have your own set of beliefs, and you can have faith and worship. You can worship anyone you see fit. Now, equality in status and of opportunity to promote amongst all of them. In our country has gone through a phase of a disruptive society where there has been a lot of discrimination within its core. Now, this ideal of equality says that everyone will have equal status. You cannot discriminate a person based on his caste, creed, religion, etc., or the occupation that person is into. In a sense, equality means it means the respect that we give, it should be equal to everyone. If you respect someone greatly, you should respect everyone in such a manner. There is no high and there is no one below and there is no one above everyone. Everyone in India is equal and have the same amount of power each individual has. Fraternity is a feeling of siblinghood. Because our country is vastly diverse and has a lot of different ethnic groups, etc., religions, etc., the aim of the constitution is to promote siblinghood. That means we all are a family, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means the whole world is a family. In the same sense, India itself is a family and we are all brothers and sisters living within it. Thanks. Thank you.